Hi, Frank Wiegers here from Top Gun Love. We've got some tips that will really help deepen the passion and intimacy in your relationship. The thing is that you have to create the relationship anew on a daily basis. And the reason is, when you first start out in a new relationship, the chemistries are really running strong and high, but after a year, those chemicals start to die out. So again, you've got to create it anew. And one of the ways that we do that is through rituals. One of the first rituals that we use is what we call our morning worship. And I know it sounds weird, but what we do is we worship each other by telling each other what it is we really like about each other. I tell her how much I love the way she looks, how much I love how deep her heart is, and how willing she is to grow and to develop and to help other people. I also tell her I love her titties, and she always giggles about that. And then she tells me the things that she loves about me. And it gets repetition, obviously. There's only so many things you can say. But the idea is that we're really acknowledging the love that we have for each other. And that kind of sets the tone for the day. Another thing we do at the end of the day is a gratitude report. And we talk about all the things that we're grateful for that happened that day. Our customers, clients, the co-workers that we have, some wins that we have. And then we talk about something that we did that we liked about ourselves that day. And we finish up with what we did to have fun that day. Maybe it was just watching TV. And then we have the evening news. At the dinner table, we'd sit down and tell each other everything we did that day. And that really does two things. One, it tells the other person exactly who we're interacting with and what's going on in our lives and keeps them abreast of what's happening for us, so that they understand the challenges that we have. And two, for the woman especially, the conversation creates oxytocin, which deepens the bond and makes her more willing and available for passionate lovemaking. Yeah, good, huh? So another thing that we do is we have a vision plan. And what we do is we write down everything about our relationship, what our vision is, whether it has to do with kids or family or friends, and how we want to live our life, how we want to handle money, how we want to handle sex, how we want to handle vacation time and leisure time, all those things. And we put it down in a relationship journal, which is another thing that we do to help strengthen the intimacy in our relationship. We keep this journal, it's a special diary, and we write down all the things that we did in the last time, since the last time we used the journal, which for us is every 6 months or so. And then all the things that we want to do in the next 6 months. And then we review our relationship vision, because that thing's not written in concrete. It changes. We say, oh, we don't want to do that anymore, or we don't want to do this anymore. We'd really like to do more of that. So then another thing that we do that's really fun is that we read relationship books and sex books to each other. And we talk about what we learned. And this is really a great one. This is the book that Judith wrote and I wrote with her, called So That's Why They Do That, Men, Women, and Their Hormones. And if you read this to each other, you'll understand more about why each of you behave the way you do. And again, that will deepen the passion and the intimacy in your relationship. And probably the last thing I wanted to share is sharing fantasies. Now, this is a little tricky because some of us have those fantasies that we go, whoa, I'm not telling anybody about that one. But you know what? If you put a little caveat in front of it and say, I know this is really far out. It's like sci-fi or horror film or whatever it is. But, I just want to tell you about this. And when your partner tells you something like that, don't judge them. Just say, whoa, that's wild. And you share fantasies, and again, that will deepen the intimacy. And sometimes the fantasies may be some things that you'd really like to do with her. So you have to kind of say, that's just a fantasy. I never ever want to do that. Or, it might be fun to try that sometime. So it's a way to tee up that sort of thing. So I hope these things are helpful to you. We want you to have really great relationships because we use these tools on our relationship every day. So have a great relationship. See us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. Sign on to our website at topgunlove.com. There's great stuff in there, and we'll send you information on upcoming events. Thanks for watching. Happy landings.